Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start the first chapter of our grammar, the sentence, and it is very important to learn. Why? Because if someone wants to speak English confidently and fluently, he or she must know that how a sentence is made. For this, we will understand from the beginning that how a sentence is formed. Right? Let's start. So first of all, I would like to know that how many letters are there in English alphabet? 26, right? Yes. So these 26 letters when mix and match and they come up with a word. For example, if we take T, A, B, L, E, what does it form? It forms table. Similarly, if I take C, H, A, I, R, it forms chair. Do you understand that these letters forms words? Okay, and when these words come together, they form a phrase which is meaningful. Okay, in the phrase you have two or more than two words. For an example, from table we are going to make a phrase on the table or in the morning. So these are phrases, and when these phrases and words come together, they form a sentence. Okay, and now what is sentence? Sentence is something which has a complete sense and which can express a complete thought. Okay, so what we did, firstly these 26 letters come up with a word and these words come up with a phrase, and when phrases and words join together, they form a sentence. Don't confuse yourself between meaningful phrases and sentences. We are going to do some examples on this concept. Okay, so let's start. We have made the phrase that on the table. Now, can you tell me that what is on the table, or who is sitting on the table, or what is happening? No. So that is why it is only a meaningful phrase, not a complete sentence. So to make a sentence, we are going to complete this. On the table, and the sentence will be a cat is sitting on the table or a pen is on the table, anything. Right? Similarly, in the morning. What happens in the morning? Sun rises in the morning, people wake up in the morning, or birds chirp in the morning. So there is no sense. So to make a sense, we have to complete this phrase. So birds chirp in the morning. Clear? So now we are going to understand the concept of sentence in detail, that what exactly is the definition of a sentence. Okay? So let's start with the definition. So a sentence is group of words, which we have done, that it is group of words, okay, which are organized in a structural way. This we have to do later, okay, and it gives a complete sense. We are done with this also. Okay, so sentence is group of words organized in a structural way and gives a complete sense. So let's understand what is a structural way. If I give you an example, like a sentence is formed, the house is big. Okay, so can I say like this, big the house is? No. So there is a proper structure. Okay, let's have one more example. Is green grass? Is it correct? No. The correct form is grass is green. Right? So there is a structure which has to be followed to make a meaningful sentence. Okay. What else? That every sentence starts with an uppercase letter or a capital letter, and it ends with punctuation mark, which are full stop, question mark or exclamatory sign, but never with a comma or a semicolon, etc. Moving on to structure of the sentence, it has been divided into two parts. First is the subject and the second is the predicate. Okay, so subject is the one who does the work or who forms the topic of the sentence. Okay, and predicate is rest of the whole sentence is predicate. But what you have to remember is that there is a verb in the predicate always. There is no predicate without a verb. Okay, let's have an example. If I say Robert is an intelligent boy. Now, about whom you are talking? Robert? Yes. So the subject is Robert and the whole sentence is predicate. Similarly, an old man is trying to cross the road. An old man is subject and the whole sentence is predicate. Let's recall what we have done till now. Okay? So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words organized in a structural way and it gives a complete sense. What else? It starts with uppercase letter and ends with full stop, question mark and exclamation. Okay? And structure of the sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Subject is one who does the work and predicate is the rest of the sentence and it has a verb in it. So, these were the 10 points which you have to remember. First of all, the question is, why do we need sentences? We need them to communicate, express our feelings and exchange our thoughts and views. Depending upon these factors, sentences are divided into 4 categories: declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Let's understand in detail. Declarative sentence states a fact or makes a statement. Remember, we have done that a sentence ends with any of 3 punctuation marks, full stop, exclamatory sign or a question mark. Yes, and declarative sentence ends with a full stop. Let's look at the example. They are coming to visit us. We will have a party tomorrow. These 2 sentences are statements. Honesty is the best policy and this is a fact. Imperative sentences. It is a command or a polite request and it ends with an exclamation mark or a full stop. Let's understand this with examples. A polite request, come here please, and a command, troops march. One more thing, that the subject in these sentences is an implied you and it is seldom written. Now, what does it mean? If I say take rest, that is evident that I am talking to you and I haven't mentioned it. This is implied you. Interrogative sentence, which asks a question and ends with a question mark. Examples: do you want to go home now? Or are you staying inside your home? Exclamation sentences. These sentences express excitement or emotions and ends with an exclamation mark. These sentences often contain special words called interjections like hurrah, aha, wow, ls, etc. Examples are hurrah, we won the match, or what a beautiful picture it is. These were the 4 types of sentences. Now let's understand affirmative and negative sentences. Affirmative sentence is a sentence to express the validity of truth of a basic assertion, and negative sentence is used to express its falsity. To put it into simple words, I would rather say affirmative is a positive sentence and negative is a sentence which has no or not in it. Let's understand this thing with examples. The affirmative sentence is honesty is the best policy, and the negative sentence will be honesty is not the best policy. Joseph is here. The negative is Joseph is not here. Third, go there. And the negative will be don't go there. That's all for this session. And what we have learned today? We have learned what are sentences and its types. Now I have a short exercise for you to learn that how we transform one type of sentence into another. So let's start. In the first question, we have to change a declarative sentence into an interrogative sentence. And what is an interrogative sentence? In which we ask a question. So the question is, a leopard can never change its spot. And we have to change it into interrogative. So the answer will be, can a leopard ever change its spot? In this sentence, we have to change a declarative sentence into an exclamatory sentence. And what are exclamatory sentences? Those sentences which expresses our feelings and emotions and have a exclamation sign. Okay? And the answer will be, how beautiful she is. In this question, we have to change an imperative sentence into an interrogative. The question is, do have a look at my new album. And the answer will be, would not you like to have a look at my new album? Now, change an interrogative sentence into a declarative one. Isn't it rather late to call someone at this hour? And the answer is, it's rather late to call someone at this hour. Now change an exclamatory sentence into a declarative. Question, what a beautiful shot. And the answer is, the shot is very beautiful. It can be, the shot was very beautiful.